Nobody's so damn well educated that you can't learn 90% of what he knows in 6 weeks. The other 10% is decoration. Our awareness is all that is alive and may be sacred in any of us. Everything else about us is dead machinery. The planet was being destroyed by manufacturing processes, and what was being manufactured was lousy, by and large. And the charming little cottage he'd taken as a symbol of the good life of a farmer was as irrelevant as a statue of Venus at the gate of a sewage disposal plant. But you find out quick enough that old friends are old friends, and nothing more, no wiser, no more help than anyone else. Like so many Americans, she was trying to construct a life that made sense from things she found in gift shops. How nice, to feel nothing, and still get full credit for being alive. The poetry of 4 seasons is all wrong for this part of the planet, and this may explain why we are so depressed so much of the time. That's one thing Earthlings might learn to do, if they tried hard enough: ignore the awful times, and concentrate on the good ones. So I hope that you will do the same for the rest of your lives. When things are going sweetly and peacefully, please pause a moment, and then say out loud, "If this isn't nice, what is?" You know what else I think? I think life is no way to treat an animal. And not just people, but pigs and chickens, too. Life just hurts too much. Live by the FOMA that make you brave and kind and healthy and happy. People have to talk about something just to keep their voice boxes in working order. So they'll have good voice boxes in case there's ever anything really meaningful to say. I admire anybody who finishes a work of art, no matter how full it may be. That's what it was to be young. To be enthusiastic rather than envious about the good work other people could do. Be aware of this truth that the people on this earth could be joyous, if only they would live rationally, and if they would contribute mutually to each other's wealth. That is my principal objection to life. I think it is too easy, when alive, to make perfectly horrible mistakes. You want to know something? We are still in the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages, they haven't ended yet. What passes for a culture in my head is really a bunch of commercials. And this is intolerable. It may be impossible to live without a culture. We are what we pretend to be. So we must be careful about what we pretend to be. In real life, as in grand opera, arias only make hopeless situations worse. Listen, we are here on Earth to fart around. Don't let anybody tell you any different. The nicest veterans, the kindest and funniest ones, the ones who hated war the most, were the ones who'd really fought. If I should ever die, again God forbid, I hope some of you will say, "Kurt's up in heaven now." That's my favorite joke. I am of course notoriously hooked on cigarettes. I keep hoping that things will kill me. A fire at one end and a full at the other. You'll forget it when you're dead, and so will I. When I'm dead, I'm going to forget everything. And I advise you to do the same. We cannot get rid of mankind's fleetingly wicked wishes. We can get rid of the machines that make them come true. I give you a holy word, disarm. It is just an illusion we have here on Earth that one moment follows another one, like beads on a string, and that once a moment is gone, it is gone forever. Listen, if it isn't a timequake dragging us through knothole after knothole, it's something else just as mean and powerful. A purpose of human life, no matter who is controlling it, is to love whoever is around to be loved. Americans are forever searching for love in forms it never takes, in places it can never be. It must have something to do with the vanished frontier. It was very exciting for her, taking his dignity away in the name of love. I will tell you how to win love. Wear nice clothing and smile all the time. Learn the words to all the latest songs. Make love when you can. It's good for you. There is love enough in this world for everybody, if people will just look. I am proof of that. We Boconists believe that it is impossible to be soul to soul with another person without loving the person, provided the feet of both persons are clean and nicely tended. A man who wants all of somebody's love, that's very bad. Actually, I am highly suspicious of love, and any honest biography of me would bear that out. If somebody says, "I love you," to me, I feel as though I had a pistol pointed at my head. What can anybody reply under such conditions but what the pistol holder requires?